DTV's Confronting COVID comes out today. Here's one final sneak peek before the full release.
The Davison Bond is still in full swing and we have the updates.
Plus, makeup dates for tests are starting next week. DTV News starts right now. DTV's newest special, Confronting COVID, takes a look back on how COVID-19 has affected the lives of Davison. Good afternoon, Davison. I'm Merrick Combs.
And I'm Maddox Bissett. Before the final release, let's take one last look at the story from the special Chromebook Chaos.
2 minutes, 30 seconds.
The redistribution of nearly 5,000 Chromebooks, that project is the single biggest thing that this department's ever done on its own.
Like, we have to tear them all apart.
The scale of that is gargantuan. We've had to put on our blinders and really focus on this, and we are drowning in Chromebooks. I wish we had a time lapse of what we've done in this room.
It's an endeavor.
It's been go, 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 go.
With the chaos of COVID reaching its climax, the Davison Tech Department was rushing behind the scenes to meet a seemingly impossible deadline. The process of gathering every Chromebook from every classroom in the district, enrolling and redistributing them out to every Davison school was grueling. But as soon as they got all of the Chromebooks back out to the students, they began to flood back in.
But because of just the sheer quantity of broken Chromebooks or students with issues or the amount I've had to prep to get ready for entire buildings worth of students, it's gotten kind of delayed. Like, I haven't been able to get to those tickets as fast.
With school back in session, crunch time continued. A task that would usually take a year of planning was being shortened down to only a few weeks.
We didn't know we were going to be handling this many devices at that personal of a level, you know, with immediate turnaround being necessary. So we set up a desk out here and we, prep enough Chromebooks basically to get through the day.
So, you look at the next challenge, you solve that problem, you get that next thing done, and then you go to the next thing. I've got a list of stuff over the next few weeks that we have to do on our whiteboard behind you there. You cross one thing off the list and you move on to the next. You can't focus too much on the overall project or you'll want to cry.
The tech department took on the mantra that would be echoed throughout the entire district.
And it's just a matter of, all right, what needs to be done, and then we do it. Not getting it done is not an option.
Chucking dirt and making changes is everyday life here at Davison. The $71 million bond project is in full swing, and you can see work being done everywhere. There's a lot of construction and changes going on here at DHS. It's been a lengthy project, but it's well underway. The football field has been all ripped up and soon turf is being laid down and will be done in early May. Drainage pipes are being put in with the new bus lot on Lapeer Road. Hopefully we can break ground for the new Performing Arts Center this summer.
If you were unable to take any of the tests last week, then you still have the chance to make them up. Tuesday, you can make up the SAT, and on Wednesday will be the Work Keys test. Thursday is the M-Step, and Friday will be the PSAT. To sign up, head to the front office or give them a call at 810-951-3531.
If you want to test out of any classes, the deadline is this Friday. The test will occur the week of May 24th. To sign up, go to the guidance office. For students who are in need of some assistance, there are some tutoring opportunities for you. Every day after school, students will be able to get help from their teachers from 2:11 to 2:41. You'll be able to do this either through a Google Meet or Zoom call or face-to-face. NHS will also be helping students out on Tuesdays and Thursdays after school from 2:15 to 2:45 in the library. Please see your teachers for more information.
Coming up in sports, where and when you can find the latest meets for our Cardinal athletes.
And Ryan Ryapel will be giving us the rundown of what the rest of the week holds in store.
Bond proposal is happening today, so make sure to get out and vote. And DTV has you covered, so stay tuned. After days of confusion, the once lively hallways of Davison Community Schools would become dark, empty buildings. When quarantine started, nobody really knew how the virus would spread, how it affected people, or who had it.
The redistribution of nearly 5,000 Chromebooks, that project is the single biggest thing that this department's ever done on its own.
While everyone was finding ways to safely pass the time, seniors still held their hope for a normal way to end the school year.
Never in my wildest dreams could I have imagined what this would be like, or even that something like this could happen.
As the sun rose on the first day of school, elementary buses battled in the rain, and Custo Joe was getting the halls of the first school ready for the students at Hill. By the time August rolled around, fall sports were upon us, and it had been 5 months since athletes across the state of Michigan had practiced or played in sports of any kind. After months of darkness in Davison, a special announcement about homecoming became a beacon of hope for all.
We are here because of the work that we have done and because we have worn masks and we pushed our numbers down.
Pre-COVID was definitely not the greatest, but I would say that it was better than I am now.
Along with COVID, there is another pandemic lurking in the shadows that has taken hold, especially among students. Coming out of the shutdown in December, we were given a new sense of hope for life going forward.
So that goes well. I would think so.
1 year into this pandemic, the story at Davison is completely different than what was expected.
I got Jimmy Collins on the slam!
Spring sports are in full swing. Good morning, Davison. I'm Brooklyn Wolfter. We still have plenty more teams heading into action to round out this week. Davison's baseball will be heading to Bay City Western Squad today, while the softball team is heading into Warrior territory for their game against BCW. Both of these games will start at 4 p.m. The girls' tennis team is also heading into Bay City to take on the Warriors at 4 p.m. as well. Both of the lacrosse teams are set to play today as well. The girls are heading out to Midland Dow to take on, while the guys are on to take on Dexter at home. These teams are facing off at 7 p.m. tonight. As for Friday, the girls' soccer team is taking Linden here at home. That game's kickoff will be at 6:45 p.m. Our boys' lacrosse team will be heading into action the second day in a row, taking on Waterford United at Waterford Mott, with the face-off set for 6 p.m. After rescheduling the game meant to be played yesterday, our softball team will now take on Lake Orion tomorrow. They'll be heading into Dragon territory for that 4:30 p.m. game. And finally, for Saturday, the boys' golf team has a tourney at Fortress, teeing off bright and early at 8:30 a.m. It's really jam-packed week with the sports here in Davison. How's the weather looking for these teams, Ryan?
Well, Brooklyn, you know, I had some plans to go to the beach, but now the sky is all cloudy and now it's raining. It's really irritating. Good morning, Davison. I'm Ryan Riotbell. So today, it's going to be about 50 degrees. Low of 36, going to be partly cloudy. Winds are going to be high, about 60 miles per hour coming from the west. On Friday, it's going to warm up a little bit. It's going to be about 62 degrees. Low of 42, still partly cloudy. Winds are going to be down a little bit. Still going to be west-southwest winds, 14 miles per hour. Saturday, here comes some rain. It's going to be a high of 56 and a low of 35. And on Sunday, it's going to be partly cloudy again. It's going to be a little cooler that day, 53 degrees, low of 35, and the wind's back in town. Coming from the north, it's going to be about 14 miles an hour. The sun this week will be barely poking his face, but hopefully the clouds will be clear out by next week. I'll send things back to the desk.
To stay up to date with all things DTV and keeping up with our special Confronting COVID, head on over to our social media pages. You can catch us on Facebook and YouTube at DTV News, and follow us on Twitter and Instagram at DTV_official.
This is our last newscast of the week since the Confronting COVID special is coming out today, and I'm really excited.
Well, make sure to check out Confronting COVID and have a great day, Davison.